it's not just being able to lift heavy shit, it's being able to do that quickly. So the quicker you can do these lifts, that's gonna create more power, and that's gonna make you more athletic. Quicker first step, quicker sprint, higher vertical jump. All these things improve with a higher power output. All right, next thing I wanted to talk about is kind of the difference between strength and power. A lot of people kind of use those interchangeably. Think, oh, that's a strong athlete, that's a powerful athlete. There's quite a big difference between the two of them. Bear with me, we're gonna have to nerd out through a handful of equations. Actually, only 2 equations, but just kind of stick with me through this and hopefully it'll make sense. So when you're thinking about strength, we're just gonna use the equation for work. And the equation for work is work equals force times distance. So force, think about the amount of weight that you're lifting, and the distance, how far you're lifting it. So if you're doing a deadlift, it's the distance from the ground to your lockout position times the amount of weight, that's the amount of work done. So for that one, there's no time variable. So when you're talking about work, which is what we're gonna use synonymously with strength, there's no time variable involved. The second equation is for power. So power equals work divided by time. So when you're talking about power, there is a variable of time, which means the faster you do something, the more power you create. Easiest way you can think about this, 2 people deadlifting side by side, same exact body weight, same exact amount they're lifting, same height. So the amount of work being done by both people is going to be the same. The amount of strength they demonstrate is going to be exactly the same. Because the force in the equation is the same, that's the weight, and then the distance from the bottom, well, the barbell's on the ground, to the lockout position, that'll be the same as well because they're the same height. So the amount of work done is the same in both situations. However, person A can lift 225 pounds off the ground in 4 seconds. Person B can lift it off the ground to lockout in 1 second. So given that scenario, person B, who can just snap that weight up off the ground to lockout in a second, versus person A, who really struggles and it's like a slow, steady pull up to the top, person B is going to be significantly more powerful than person A. So now take it out of the weight room, translate it to sport. Doesn't matter what you're talking about. Vertical jump, 5-yard sprint, 20-yard shuttle, 100-yard sprint, doesn't matter. The person with more power, person B in this situation, who's putting down more power with each footstep, they're going to be the more explosive athlete, faster, quicker to the ball, better vertical jump. Power translates to sport much better than strength. So if you're an athlete and you're not really sure where to begin when you're trying to kind of improve your athleticism, a good broad spectrum place to start is working on power. It's not just being able to lift heavy shit, it's being able to do that quickly. So the quicker you can do these lifts, that's gonna create more power, and that's gonna make you more athletic. Quicker first step, quicker sprint, higher vertical jump. All these things improve with a higher power output.